Hey guys, and welcome back to That LP Show. The name of the game is Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. We're headed upstairs, or is it downstairs? I think it's downstairs. Yeah, we're going to be activating this elevator right here to take it downstairs, and we're going to finally meet up with Aurora Unit 217, even though he's probably not going to be of too much help to us, considering that he's been corrupted with Phazon, or a computer virus, or one of those things. It's actually weird. When we come through here, you'll see that, yeah, there's Phazon deposits everywhere, and it's a little more worse for wear. There's Aurora Unit 217. Can't do anything with him right now. We can't even get inside, because if we open up our scan visor and look at this gate right here, we'll see that there's no way to open it. The security doors are engaged, and the energized lock, yeah, we need to energize this lock with a kinetic charge to gain access to the chamber, but we don't have anything that can put a kinetic charge in it quite yet. Alright, as we come into here, we got a new enemy to scan. And this is the Sky Puffer. The external shell of a Sky Puffer is incredibly fragile, susceptible to most small arms fire. Only a few shots from basic weapons can damage it. Sky Puffers are native to the planet Elysia. They feed on the They feed on the various noxious gases in the atmosphere. They're especially fond of Phazon gas, and just like with the gel puffers, just a few shots and they go pop. So yeah, I'm a little confused as to the nature of Aurora Unit 217's corruption there. Is it Phazon? Is it a computer virus? I mean, they play it off and talk about it as if it's a computer virus, but we can also see that it's clearly infected with Phazon, which can work because it is an organic supercomputer, because their design specs are similar to that of Mother Brain. Ooh, we got Gore's armor right here. Well, looks like he's been recently using it, but he's gone somewhere right now. Don't know where he is, so we'll have to keep a lookout for Gore. He's probably all messed up by the Phazon himself. But yeah, the Phazon can definitely affect the Aurora units. Because of their organic parts. But that begs the question once again. Okay, let's take care of these guys. Yeah, so it can be affected because of its organic parts, you know, with the Phazon. Yet we somehow have this. We have this program that was put on the power suit, which can cure 217 of that corruption. But if it's simply Phazon, why is Samus still infected with the Phazon? I don't know if I'm not looking deep enough into it, if I'm looking at it from the wrong angle, but it seems like kind of a glaring plot hole. Okay, new enemy right here. This is the Dragoon battle drone. The Dragoon battle drone is a resilient foe, but the thruster control of the unit are vulnerable and can be easily ripped off. Originally designed to keep local aerial bioforms away from delicate instruments, the Dragoon is now used in a combat role. It carries twin rocket pods for offense, durable armor, and missile jamming system help keep the unit safe. So, this is another enemy with you can just yoink and it's done. As far as this little missiles there, yeah, it doesn't do a lot of damage. You could sidestep it if you want, but it's really, really not that big of a deal. All right, there's a very hard or a very easy missile expansion to miss, because you actually have to turn around and look at these poles, and you know, there's nothing in these to suggest that there's a hole in that, so you definitely have to keep a lookout for that. All right. As we're running along this collapsed bridge, or rolling along it, I guess you could do either one, a Steam Lord's going to appear and revive these Steam bots. You can take them out if you want, but I'm going to ignore them, because if we just walk past them, ignoring them as if they are absolutely nothing, and rip off this other gate, the entire bridge collapses with them on it. And there's no need to fight them. Plus, destroying them that way gives us a friend voucher. It gives us the stylish kill friend voucher. All right, there we go. Let's move on. By the way, you probably already noticed these are inactive kinetic orb cannons, but we currently have no way to reactivate them. Any day now. There we go. Kind of odd that it does a camera pan over this new area. This is the construction site, by the way, even though I don't really know what kind of construction goes on here. It doesn't look like there's a lot of construction equipment. But then again, this is an alien civilization, so what the hell do I know about their technology? For all I know, they have one little glowy floaty ball that can build an entire building. Anyway, we do want to go along here, along these grapple points, but as you can see, our path will be blocked off. We need to find a way to get rid of those things. If we look up here, we see a damaged latch that we can just blow apart with a charged shot, giving us access to a grab ledge. And then we can just come in here with our morph ball. And you can probably see what we're doing here. There's actually 3 of these morph ball bomb slots to release these panels. I don't really know what those are. They're just kind of... They're just there. They're panels. I guess they, as far as I can see, they serve no other purpose than blocking our path from using the grapple points. Also, I really hope nothing lives down there. I doubt anything does, because if something does live down there, they're going to get those things dropped on them. All right, before hitting up the grapple points, if we look over here, we can see that there are shriek bats. We have Alicia's version of the shriek bat. I'm just going to take them out from a distance because, well, they're too far away to scan, so we'll get another opportunity for that later. But I don't want them dive bombing me as I'm trying to grapple across. All right, there we go. All right, sorry about that crossfade, guys. I had to pause the game for a second. Our dog decided she wanted to help herself to the fine cuisine inside the garbage can, and that made a mess that I had to clean up. All right, on roll as we get up here, there's 2 Dragoon battle drones. Just take them out real quick. Oh, really? Really? Hell. Oh, that's... Come on. Get higher so I can... Wow, this is a new thing. I've never seen him so low that, that was very weird. That was very weird. He was so low that I couldn't get to him with the grapple beam. All right, so that's definitely something new. You know, this entire area right here, this little platform, makes it seem a little more puzzle-oriented than it actually is. You'd think there'd be some sort of puzzle involving switching this bridge into the right position, but no, that is the only time in the game we're ever going to move it. We're never going to touch that switch again. It's just kind of weird. All right, I believe there... Yep, there's another data bot in here, so let's go ahead and read some more lore. Slumber. By the year 600, we of the Alicia were low on critical supplies and fuel. We created smaller mechanoids to process fuel from the atmosphere of Alicia, but they proved unable to produce a sufficient supply. Unable to secure the necessary resources to sustain ourselves, we entered a state of hibernation to preserve our remaining stores of energy and parts. While we slumbered, the data collected by the station's equipment was fed to us in dreams. During this long period of sleep, we had many dreams. Countless great events came to us, including a reunion with our creators who had come to call a new planet their home. It was not long before disaster struck. A stellar object hit planet Talon 4, bringing with it a catastrophic corruption that sent the Chozo world into chaos. We watched helplessly as our creators perished, the few survivors fleeing to an unknown location. Powerless, we slept, and in our dreams we lamented the deaths of our creators. This was our final vision, after which we were never able to see our creators again. God damn it, game, how dare you make me almost shed a tear for fucking robots. But yeah, in a strange turn of events, unlike in most works of fiction where a species creates a sentient machine race... Okay, where was I? Yeah, unlike in other works of fiction where a species creates a sentient mechanical race, these robots didn't actually turn on their creators and turn all evil like in Terminator or The Matrix. They actually love, adore, care, kind of worship the Chozo. Well, you know, they appreciate the life they were given. Except for this guy. This guy's a dick. This is the defense drone. The defense drone is used to secure key areas within Skytown. The externally mounted antennas are tied into the unit's optic array. By destroying all of the antennas, the optic array will overload and be vulnerable for a short period. The machine's control unit is also vulnerable, but must be exposed to be targeted. Its armor is immune to small arms fire, but these little antennas on its head are not, so go ahead and blast away at these little antennae, which are very tiny, so they're kind of hard to get a good hit on. But their hitboxes are generously big enough. Anyway, if I could ever get this third one, once the third one is down, it's open for a grapple beam to the face, if it'll ever work, thank you. And then this array is exposed, so we can just blast away at it. If you want, you can go ahead and use the hyper beam. I actually kind of recommend using the hyper beam. Don't go completely crazy with it though, because we don't want to drain our health completely. Also, when it sends out these bouncy balls, you know what? I don't even think they have a name. I'm just going to call them bouncy balls because they are literally balls that bounce. Okay, as you saw there, even though I didn't react in enough time, when he lands on the ground, it sends out a shockwave. Jump over it. Because, oh yeah, bosses in Metroid Prime 3 really seem to favor their shockwave attacks. You know, this thing was apparently created by the Chozo, or at least created by the Elysians who were created by the Chozo. You'd think they'd recognize that I'm wearing a Chozo power suit and not immediately try to kill me. Because, you know, these Chozo are not unfamiliar with Samus's existence. Because, apparently, according to that last bit of lore that we read, these particular Chozo are the same Chozo that would eventually leave behind their technological ways in favor of moving to Talon 4 and living as magical space hippies. Space hippie birds. Oh, come on. For real? Oh, that round could have gone a lot better than it did. Yeah, one of the things that's gonna... Oh, yeah, you know what? Just get hit by that red fireball. Because as far as I know, there's no way to avoid it. It moves slowly, so you can just keep running away from it indefinitely. But it's never going to stop pursuing you. But one of the things that can make it difficult to target those antennae on top of its head... Oh, come on, come on. Where was I? One of the things that can make it difficult to target the antennas on top of this thing's head is the fact that it's very tall, and sometimes it's hard to back up with enough distance in order to get the antennas actually on the screen in order to target them. You know what? I'm going to suck these things up so I can rejuvenate a little bit of health, because this guy is being a pain in the ass. All right, we almost got him. We almost have him down to, you know, the last little bit of his health. So normally at around this time, he starts making the entire room foggy, so it's harder to hit him, or it's harder to see him. Come on! Oh wow, he really likes that fireball one today. Come on. By the way, if you're not fast enough in taking out all of these antennas, they do pop back up. So that's kind of frustrating. So you do want to be quick, which is hard to do because they are tiny. Okay, there we go. He made the room foggy, which is kind of hard to notice because we were in hyper mode. But there we go. He's dead. All right, let's go ahead and pull in all of these healing items and missiles. Is that it? I think he died up there, so there should have been a bunch of them up there. Okay, whatever. We got a new power-up item for defeating him. And this is the boost ball. I don't know exactly why we got the boost ball from the defense drone. There was nothing really boost ball-y about his attack patterns, because usually when we get a power-up item in a Metroid game, at least in the Metroid Prime series, the boss that we defeated in order to get it usually has some sort of attack pattern indicative of that power-up item. Kind of like in Metroid Prime 2, we fought the Boost Guardian to get the Boost Ball. It just made sense. Anyway, this right here is a spinner. Use the boost ability of the Morph Ball when inside the spinner to activate the device it powers. So this is the power-up that we needed in order to produce that kinetic energy. If you played Metroid Prime 2 or Metroid Prime 1, you remember how to use the Boost Ball, but I'll explain it anyway. All you have to do is hold down the B button until Samus starts glowing. As the name Boost Ball suggests, you do want to be in Morph Ball mode while using it. But yeah, there you go. Hold down the button and then release it. The B button or the A button, whatever you have assigned to the fire button. So I guess if you didn't swap the jump and fire buttons, it would be the A button for you. But for me, it's B. Alright, and now we'll be backtracking all the way back to the Aurora Chamber, because now that we have this Boost Ball, we can finally produce some kinetic energy in order to get rid of that security lock. Ooh, I forgot these guys pop up. Okay, whatever. Take them out real quick. Wow, come on, Grapple Beam. Do your thing. It's being uncooperative today. You know, this music playing here, it kind of reminds me of the very, very opening sequence of the original Kingdom Hearts. Do you guys remember where, yeah, the very beginning, where he's like on that stained glass platform that shows the pictures of the different Disney princesses? It's been a while since I played Kingdom Hearts. If you guys watched Dark Jake 13, then you recently saw him play through it. But yeah, the music kind of reminds me of that. It wouldn't be the first time that Nintendo music sounded like Kingdom Hearts music, especially in the case of Mario and Luigi. You know, because I believe it is, what is her name? I want to say Yoko Shimomura. She does the music for both Kingdom Hearts and the Mario and Luigi series. I wonder if she's ever worked with, I'm forgetting names. I'll pop it up on the screen. If I don't remember it before the end of this episode. But the music composer for the Metroid Prime series. It's right on the tip of my tongue. He also did he did the music for Super Metroid. That's why they brought him in to do the Prime series. He also did the music for Donkey Kong Country Returns. He helped a little bit with Tropical Freeze, but that was mostly Dave Wise. Anyway, there's an opportunity to get a friend voucher here. Let's get the Boost Ball going, and let's go bowling for bots. In order to get that friend voucher, you need to destroy 3 tin bots with one go of the Boost Ball. All right, let's go ahead and backtrack back to Spire Docks. We'll explore the other 2 doors later, but right now, if we were to go there, we don't have the required equipment in order to progress any further than the actual door. Yeah, it really gives me a Kingdom Hearts vibe, especially when they get into the chants. By the way, me comparing the music here to that of Kingdom Hearts, it doesn't mean that I don't like the music. I know some of you have been watching me for a while know that I'm not the biggest fan of the Kingdom Hearts series, but that has nothing to do with the music. I still like the music of Kingdom Hearts. Alright, and let's go ahead and just keep spinning through here. Oh, no, come on. Yeah, sometimes the timing can be a little weird. Sometimes it just doesn't respond at all. There you go. There you go. There's your kinetic energy. All right.
The Aurora Unit is corrupted and requires repair. Opening maintenance level hatch.
That's the maintenance hatch? How is anybody besides, you know, someone who's morph ball sized supposed to fit in there? Well, I guess it's run by the Elysians. I guess they could send their tiny little repair bots in here, huh? All right, bit of a mook rush here. Nothing too big. Just take out the tin bots until they stop coming out. I haven't exactly counted how many tin bots you're supposed to take out, but there isn't that many. I think each one of these little portals spawns maybe 2 or 3. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and implant that antivirus. Vaccine successfully uploaded. AU Phazon corruption level at 0%. See, it's Phazon corruption. Okay, then why isn't it curing Samus? That's so weird. I'm sure they explain it at some point. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right places, or it's something that just went over my head.
This turn of events is insignificant. I'll show you what I mean. Up there! The network's been severed. You have no chance of destroying the seed unless you restore the Aurora Unit.
Well, thank you for telling me exactly what I need to do, but yeah, Gore's evil now. He got corrupted by the Phazon. Gee, I wonder how Gandrata's doing. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to the Aurora Unit.
What a terrible dream we were having. Thank you for purging our Phazon corruption and allowing us to awaken. There is much to do. We have communed with AU-242 on Olympus, and learned that a Leviathan impacted Elysia and began spreading corruption. We have a plan, but Gore's attack severed key communication cables, disrupting our access to Skytown's primary network. This prevents us from controlling Skytown and executing our plan to destroy the Leviathan. Gore's plasma cannon should be able to fuse together the severed cables. We must ask you to let him down. Gore may have changed, Samus. Be prepared to deal with that. Good luck.
Oh, my bad. I accidentally pressed the A button before he finished reading that that one paragraph of dialogue, but I'm sure you guys can pause the video and read it. You don't absolutely have to hear every tidbit of voice acting. I'll be careful in the future not to do that. So, yeah. You saw that Gore sliced apart those cables, and without doing that, 217 can't help us because he can't control anything in Skytown until those cables are repaired. So we need to hunt down Gore and steal that same exact plasma cannon that he used in order to cut them in the first place. But last time we saw, Gore's mechanical suit was out here on the Spire docks. It looks like it is not there anymore. Okay, well, we already explored over there, so let's go ahead and see what's over on this side. Maybe we'll find Gore over here.
Ship status alert. Unknown entity approaching. Commencing hull lockdown.
Uh-oh. Okay, priority just changed. Someone's messing with the gunship. We don't want that. That thing was custom made. So now we have to head all the way back to the ship because, yeah, someone's banging on it. Someone's keying up our paint job. I'll give you 3 guesses at who's doing it. You're probably only gonna need 1. Any more? Any more? Okay. All right, just passing through 217. We'll look for Gore a little later. We're pretty sure he's the one, you know, jacking up the gunship, so we'll kill two birds with one stone. Because I don't think my insurance covers being smashed by a giant robot. Have to look over the policy again. The Federation pays like shit, so I could only afford liability. Actually, you know what? I don't want to go that way. I mean, yeah, saving our ship is very important, but unfortunately, it's going to have to wait until next time. And until next time, thank you for watching That LP Show, and have a one that is good.